failed to heed. The world was quite mixed up, you see, and no one seemed to know how many people were there and what taxes did they owe. Throughout the earth, the rich, the poor, the young, and the very old all traveled to their towns of birth so they could be enrolled. And so it was to Bethlehem a man named Joseph went to list his name and to see how much he owed the government. Beside him, Mary traveled too. Not once did she protest how long and hard the trip had been, how much she needed rest. In Bethlehem they found the inn and knocked upon the door. "My rooms are full," the owner yelled. "I haven't any more." And Joseph told him quietly of gentle Mary's plight, that she would have a baby soon, perhaps that very night. The owner stood and thought and rubbed his bushy bearded jaw. "I'll let you have the stable then, you'll have to sleep on straw."
So Joseph and his wife unpacked and settled down to rest, not caring that they couldn't have the biggest and the best. They ate their supper slowly as they watched the sun go down and yawned as darkness fell at last upon the little town. The night was silent, everyone, it seemed, was fast asleep, except for the shepherds in the fields who had to watch their sheep. They huddled close and whispered low to keep themselves awake. Then suddenly, their eyes grew wide, their knees began to shake, for there above them in the sky, an angel did appear. The glory of the Lord shone down, and they were filled with fear. The angel spoke, "Fear not, behold, I bring you news of joy. In Bethlehem, this very night, was born a baby boy, who is the Savior, Christ the Lord. He'll win over death and sin. Upon a manger bed he lies, behind a lowly inn." And suddenly, a multitude of angels filled the sky. Their voices,
stars.
And suddenly, a multitude of angels filled the sky, their voices glorifying and praising him on high. And peace on earth, goodwill to men, resounded through the air. It seemed there must have been at least 1,000,000 angels there. No longer did the shepherds quake with anxious fear and dread. When the angels disappeared, the shepherds quickly said, "Oh, let us go to Bethlehem and find the manger bed." And off across the fields they ran, to Bethlehem they sped. The manger wasn't hard to find, and there the shepherds' eyes fell upon a sight that filled their hearts with wonder and surprise. For there was Joseph, standing tall and gazing down with care upon his blessed Mary and the baby lying there.
A wondrous child, the shepherds cried in voices of delight. "See there, around him shines a strange and heavenly light. How warm and bright it seems against the coldness of this night. He surely is the one we seek, the angel's words were right." To Mary and Joseph, and to everyone they saw, the shepherds told the story that had filled them with such awe. This baby is a promised prince, the mighty and the king. We know because tonight we heard the holy angels sing. They told us that this blessed child of low and humble birth was truly Christ, the Son of God and Savior of the earth. The whole news was spread from town to town. The whole world must be told till every person, rich or poor or young or very old, has heard about the coming of the Savior of all men, whom God has sent the earth because of his great love for them. The end.